You guys doing out there? Repart Killer 666 coming to you from RAT.ROD.HEAVEN. I know you've seen this vehicle before. I showed it on the other ones that I got it, but I just wanted to show it because I'm going to do a little work on it. Something is tickling my head and is driving me crazy to do it, and eventually I'm going to get to the truck and do it the way I want to do it. Again, it's not going to look nothing like that. Not even the same wheels, nothing. The body, I'm going to make my own chassis. I'm going to really put some work on this. Everything else is, I'm going to try to put everything else. You'll see a truck that I'm doing. It's actually a fire truck, and then you'll understand where I'm coming from. I'm going to try to use everything I can for it, but it's not going to have the right chassis, wheels, and none of that. All that is going to be completely something else, and chopped down and cut down and all the craziness that I do. So I'm just showing it just to let you guys know what I'm going to be working on here and there for a while. I got other stuff going on, so you'll see it along the way in the video too, and you'll see what I got going on. Plus, those who follow me on Facebook and Instagram will see it. Especially on Facebook, they'll see it as it goes going along. I try to do detail by detail because there's easier pictures. You put them up, you show 2 or 3 pictures, and then you show the middle of it, and then you show the final. And it's not as hard as this that you got to upload the video, make sure it's right, it came out right. Even though I do a video and it's right because this is what I want to say at the time. I don't try to fix the video 100%. So. But it's not going to look nothing like that. Now we're going to get to the cars behind here, and you'll see more or less what I got going on so far. Like I said, I don't sleep much, so this is where I throw my energy that I have to get away from the real world sometime because it's just a little too much this month coming up. But anyway, here it goes. There goes the fire truck. This is what I'm talking about. If you look at this fire truck, you're wondering what the hell is going on. Well, this fire truck is going to be ratted out completely. And when I say ratted out, more rusted, modified. Paint job is already getting there, little by little. Someone asked me to do a thing on rust, and I will do it one day how I get it. But it's just a process of going slowly. I go real slow. I paint the vehicle, I primer the vehicle, just like if I was going to shine it up. All the white is going to get fixed more towards the bottom. I'm in New York City. Our fire trucks are red and white. So more white will be coming around the edges here. But I just do step by step. I let it dry. And then I go to the next step and the next step. I just wanted to do the cabin ahead. Just get an idea of really what I wanted to go with it. The motors in the center is a flathead Ford. Dual carbs sticking out the top, headers coming out the side. Again, drop to the floor, white walls. The rims will be painted the color I'm going to paint them. I did bomber seats in the inside for it. I took all the inside out of it, gutted it out. Did complete bomber seats, 2 facing this way and the big one going that way. And then I got to build the dashboard. The chassis was already built. I'll show you that in a minute. I just got to do a little bit more work on the chassis. There's the chair for the front. That was all done already. Came out awesome. The chassis was all done like I told you guys. I'll see if I can slip this out. This is the hardest part. It falls apart. But there goes the chassis. The motor will be connected directly to the drive shaft. I just need to do the shock tower and reinforce it in the back. I reinforced it here. I got to reinforce it in the front and do the suspension work that's going to come up and connect to the steering on it. So basically I've done a lot of work on them because I was always dying to rat out a fire truck, just like the oil truck and that semi I'm doing. I always wanted to do one, see what it looked like. So that's what I've been doing on the truck. Much more work on the cabin, the back, everything. It's going to have a whole bunch of work done to it. I even cut out holes. I'm not going to patch them. I'm going to rust them out real heavy and do a lot of other work to it. But you're going to see it. This is something else I started doing, just something crazy. I had a body. It's been sitting around. Made some donuts for the back. They look like donuts. Got some white walls put on it. Cut out a cross, a multi-cross, a crazy one. It's actually the back of the pickup. Got a rear that I had for a while. Put it in there. Just got to clean it up. Finish the back. Big motor. Huge motor coming out the top. 6 carburetors. Did a grill for it. Got to drill the holes out on it. And maybe put some pieces on it that I want to put out to make it look like almost 3D. Maybe make another one and shift it over to the side. I'm working on that. It's a work on process. Big motor sticking all the way out to the top. Real hot rod looking, but of course I call them rat hot. I call them that way because I do rad rides out of them, but also hot rods at the same time. I know they have hot rods, but this is a rad hot because it's going to be ratted out too at the same time. Did the chassis, did everything for it. I mean, it's going to look awesome when it's finished. It's crazy. I'm going to make a windshield piece for it and everything. Real crazy. Love the white walls on this in the back. Deep, deep, deep steel rims in gold with that donut frosting all the way around. I love it. I love this car. I got a real kick when I sat down to do this. Real crazy. Now, this was a challenge of challenges. I'll show you a couple of little pieces here. I know it looks crazy, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. Okay? Here are the pieces right here. This is actually a truck, if you know. A Timberland box, like they call it. There's the floor. Here, the back doors. A friend of mine bought one, a 1923 panel truck. And I looked at it. I want one. I'll be honest with you guys. I want one. But $28 plus tax and everything is the cheapest we find it. Plus shipping and everything. The car is about $35. And I always try to find a bargain, and I just find that to be too much. But he bought one. And I said, you know what? I'm going to copy that from Styrene. Built my own. Scratch built completely. And he said, I bet you can do it. I'm going to challenge you. So I measure his on all the pieces. Cut them out in paper. I usually end up cutting them out in cardboard again before I do anything else. Just to measure twice, cut once, the process. So that's what I try to do all the time. Now mine was just a little longer and I did a little taller. Just wanted to add something a little different to the car. I don't want no copyrights infringement and come suing me for any of that. But let me show you what I got out of mine. This is what I got out of mine. Here it is right here. This is what I got out of mine. This is totally scratch built, 100%. This is not, of course, it has, hold on, I'm sorry guys. It has the wheels, of course, from another car and the motor from another car. Another crazy motor, 2 carbs sticking up. It's going to look crazy. But the whole body, chassis, and everything else was scratch built. The roof, of course, the chairs, you know. I put a gas tank inside of it. It's got its rear in it. It has to be mounted. The rear is right behind the gas tank. It just flipped upside down. I don't have nothing 100% glued down. Everything is touched. Like if when you weld, you just tap it. So I tapped it everywhere to make sure everything stays together. And once I make sure the measurements are 100%, I'll glue everything heavy. I made my own grill also. I got to round it all off and make it look like it's all welded together out of steel. So I made my own grill, made the holes on it. I just got to sand it and shape it into the shape I want. But I went crazy on this thing. And I built it. When he came to see it, he said, crazy. He says, you're crazy. He said, you hit it on the coffin. So those who see Facebook and that already seen it, I just wanted to show you guys on YouTube. You know, something crazy. I also built this thing. All out of wooden sticks here and there. Put it together. I got to finish it. I'm waiting for weapons. I'm actually going to put this in the back of the Jeep. The Jeep is actually going to pull it. It's got the big window for a reason. You'll know when you'll see it finished. I got the towing part here. The wheels are from the... They're the wheels. The wheels are from the Mini Cooper. They fit perfect in there. So I made that all out of wood. I got to finish it up, but I'm waiting for the weapons. Once I get all the weapons and put them inside and put them how I'm going to put them, then I'll close it all up. And before I close it all up, of course, stain it and do everything else we do for everything else. The cancer bill. I talked to the gentleman who put it out. Let him know that mine is going to be late. I left this for last for a reason. Just dealing with this stuff is kind of hard for me. I just got bad news from back home and somewhere else. An old girlfriend I had, that one of her kids is now sick. It's been very hard. Very, very hard to deal with this. And it's been not that I don't want to do it and I don't have the time to do it. It's just hard for me. And to get my hands around this, sometimes I touch it, I sand it, I prime it and did this. But I just can't. I don't know, this year has been very hard for me. It's been a hard year with getting all the news that I got, especially from a kid, knowing that a kid of 16-year-old is going to suffer through this. It's hard. It's broken me down many times. So my friends, those who are dealing with this, those who are suffering from this, please take out time and pay attention to them, listen to them, and wish them well like always. It's just horrible. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to, drive you crazies. But I'm gonna let you go. But this is Repart Killer 666 coming to you from RAT.ROD.HEAVEN. Take care, be safe, and take care of those who are suffering through this. Take care.